Hi dear friends, I'm Demichev from AMT Electronics team. Do you have any guitar pedals like overdrive, distortion or preamp? It seems yes. You have like a couple of them for sure. But do you know what is air impulse responses? In case, if you still didn't hear about it anything, believe me, it's time to start to find out. In short, air impulses allow you to avoid to use any real guitar cabinets. Something like a new generation of high-quality cab simulation technology, when you can connect your guitar gear directly to a mixer console, go on to a PA system or sound card of your computer. In this video, I will not continue explaining exactly how it works, especially because you can easily find a lot of information about it. Just ask Google, what is air impulses of guitar cabinets? But what I really would like to speak about and show you today, this is an absolutely brilliant technical solution, which allows you to integrate an air player, which name is Pangaea from AMT Electronics, inside of your favorite or any other distortion or preamp pedals. About functionality. With the model CP16A, you will have absolutely the same possibilities as a device AMT Pangaea CP100, but directly inside of your pedal. The only difference is just a number of presets, which is 16 inside of CP16 model version of Pangaea against 100 presets inside of Pangaea CP100. Just to know, if your pedal could be powered by the battery, there is a possibility to integrate Pangaea inside of the device, because a plug-in model made in the form factor of the 9 volts battery, which is absolutely well known for any guitarists. In the end, installing the model CP16 inside of your pedal provide your device with a compressor, noise gate, emulation of preamps clean channel, different types of power amps, air impulses, low-pass and high-pass filters, Acute, presence, early reflection effect, and etc. Everything is controlled by a special application by AMT for Windows and Mac platforms via USB connection. With this Pangaea's model, you will turn your analog guitar pedal in high-quality mini guitar processor without any extra cables or power supply. So let's take a look at this device more detailed. My Russian colleague Kirill from Hard Sound YouTube channel will help me with that. By the way, thanks a lot to Kirill for the consent to use his materials about Pangaea CP16 in my video. Let's upgrade our AMT R2 preamp. Remove the battery, we won't need it anymore. Unsolder the terminal wires. According to the instructions, we cut one track. We do it carefully with a knife, not to hit the neighboring elements on the board. Why do we need to do this? The output of the preamplifier goes to this input. On this track, there is a signal to the speaker simulator scheme, and the processed signal goes to the jack output, but we do not need it. The size of the module corresponds to the battery size of 9 volts. The small micro switch is placed on one side of the module. The package also includes several wires and a couple of resistors. First of all, let's solder 5 wires according to the instructions: power, plus and minus, input and 2 outputs, as the device works in stereo, left and right channels. We put our model in place and solder the wires. The first for the power. Now let's talk about the resistors that come in the kit. They are needed to limit the signal level from the device to Pangaea, so that there is no overload of the signal. For this purpose, AMT Pangaea CP100 has a special switchable attenuator, but here we simply solder the necessary resistance. Devices from the AMT Legion Town the 2nd series are quite loud, so we advise using resistors with a nominal value of 330 kΩ. Both the wire and the resistors are tinned, which facilitates soldering. Well, we have installed our model. Connect the power to the pedal. The red light on the Pangaea model lights up. And now it's time to connect the model via micro USB cable to your computer. Then run on your PC or Mac pre-installed application AMT Pangaea CP16A, which can be downloaded from the AMT Media Center for free. If you look at the main window of the application, the routing of the guitar signal goes from the right to the left. First, there is a noise gate section, then compressor, emulation of preamps clean channel, emulation of power amplifiers, air impulses section, high-pass and low-pass filters, 5-band parametric EQ, presence, early reflection effect and volume of the preset. And here we can switch banks and presets. Select preset number 0. At the moment, only air impulse and early reflection effect section are activated. Connect to the computer as follows. This cable goes to the output on the sound card. So we connect it to the AMT R2 to the speaker simulator output, and then connect the guitar. The sound you hear is the clean channel of the AMT R2 preamp, going into the Pangaea model CP16. As you know, all pedals of the Legend Amp the 2nd series have 3 outputs. Out drive, connection at the normal drive pedal, out preamp, connection at the preamp to the power amp, and out cap sim, the output that we will use now. We can change all settings for each preset using the application in real time. Turn off our air impulse, turn off the reverb effect. Let's turn on the air impulse section. Now turn on the drive channel and add some volume. Slightly reduce the reverb. Well, you can hear the AMT R2 through the Pangaea model with the air impulse, which was inside of Pangaea by default. Let's check the presets and learn what impulses are inside of the Pangaea model right now. I choose a preset number 1 and try to rebuild the sound on which I used to play. I need to load my impulse response. Well, that sounds much better for me. Now let's add power amp emulation for the preset. Let's turn on the presence section. You can enable the noise gate. For that, let's switch to a single pickup. You can hear a single pickup. And now turn on the noise gate. And here is the noise gate worked. Let's soften this work. Slightly change the settings. So now we will have total silence in the pauses. And this is the single pickup sound, without any noise gate. Select the clean channel on the AMT R2 preamp and turn on the compressor section in the application. If necessary, we can cut off the extra low frequencies. Or cut off the upper frequencies. EQ. Pre- and post-EQ placement is also possible. It means before or after the preamp. Press the button and we have the EQ is placed now in front of the preamp. But the question is, how to switch presets previously saved via application without a computer? Disconnect the model from the USB. Just pull the micro USB cable from the connector. And now just switch the toggle switches up or down. Another important feature is that after we soldered the Pangaea model, our CAPSIM output became a full stereo. Through the application, now we can also change the settings of our output: BAL, balanced, line or phones. Now we have line output selected as we send the signal to the sound card. The option with balanced connection is perfect for the stage. You don't need any DI box, but in the meantime, you're ready to send the signal directly to the mixer console of the sound engineer. And of course, now you can connect any headphones directly to your favorite guitar pedal. Now let's build the same model into the Boss DS1 distortion pedal. To begin, unsolder the terminal from the battery pack. This is the only wire that needs to be unsoldered from the board. This wire goes from the board to the output, and we need to unsolder it and feed to the Pangaea input. To make it easier, I soldered longer wires to the module. So, as our pedal has the mono output, there are just 4 wires. And now the model is installed. The longest white wire is the plus of the power cable. I solder it directly to the power connector. Minus from the model, I soldered on the minus of the input connector. This is the output wire from the board. I soldered to the input of the model. Well, the output of the model goes to the output jack of the pedal. As you can hear now, the sound is not quite good, because unlike pedal AMT R2, on Boss pedal there is no preamp. But with the Pangaea model, we can emulate the clean preamp channel. First, let's activate the IR impulse section. Well, now turn on the preamp emulation. Now give a little presence and the effect of the room. In my opinion, it sounds very good. Well, now it's time to turn on the distortion. At maximum gain you can hear a slight hiss, but this is easily removed by the noise gate.
И все?
We have silence and pauses. In fact, we can disable the distortion of the Boss pedal and switch the pedal to bypass mode, then configure the overload completely by Pangaea forces. To do this, we'll need to add more gain at the power amp section, as well as add the volume of the preamp section. However, there is another trick. As mentioned earlier, the EQ section can be moved along the signal chain inside of the Pangaea. Let's put the EQ in front of the preamp section. And now, for example, we can do easily a mid-boost effect on a specific frequency.
И с ним.
Also, you need to know that it is possible to solder the aux in to this model Pangaea CP16. In this case, you can use and send playback track directly to your device and then, for example, to your headphones. As for other features of the model, you can find a detailed explanation about all of these things inside of manual, which is available in AMT Media Center. Well, now you know everything, at least almost everything, about plug-in model with a long full name AMT Pangaea CP16A-6F22. To buy this device as well as all other AMT gear, just check an official European e-store of AMT Electronics, amt-sales.com, with a warehouse and shipment from Italy. By the way, there you can use this special promo code which will give you a discount in case of ordering the model Pangaea CP16A in amt-sales.com e-store. And plus, you will get some personal gift from AMT. And now it's time to say bye-bye. Ivan Demichev was here. See you soon!